And now it's wallet talk. Wallet, what you got in there?
That wallet is just loaded with Tim Hortons cash. U.S. Open quarterfinals. Roger Federer a win away from facing Rafael Nadal at the U.S. Open for the very first time. In his way, Juan Martín del Potro, who beat him in the 2009 final. Preds defenseman PK Subban in the crowd, alongside a former employee that we used to work with. Federer comes forward, misses the volley. Del Potro actually saved match points in his last match against Dominic Thiem. Fights back to take the breaker in a 2-1 lead over the Raj. Fourth set on serve 2-all. Federer, an easy smash, but he boots it. Something going on over there? Match point! Del Potro, massive forehand down the line. He beats Federer once again at the U.S. Open. But for the sixth time in their storied rivalry, the Federer-Nadal meeting in New York comes up one match away from happening, so no Federer-Nadal at the U.S. Open.
Hi, welcome to SportsCenter. I still don't understand how pro tennis players have to carry their own gear.
It really bothers you.
It's the thing that baffles me the most.
This really upsets you a lot.
They couldn't get a ball boy. Carry that bag.
Well, they have ball boys, but they're chasing balls. Chasing balls. We'll get back to tennis in a little bit, but first, baseballs.
Yeah, and rainy days in Boston.
Oh, man, it's rainy everywhere. Except for Vancouver, weirdly enough.
The skies be crying for the Jays and Sox. Joe Biagini, he went 7 scoreless, striking out 10 in his last outing. Not so much in this one. Down 3-1 in the fourth, Jackie Bradley Jr. takes Biagini to the spank shack. 2-run shot, puts Boston up 5-1. Rain is still a-coming in the sixth. Bradley Jr. back at the dish. Now, he tries to check his swing. He almost hits himself in the face with his bat. Carlos Ramirez having trouble getting his cleats to grip the wet mound. Marlo Hale, he comes out to have a chat with the third base up, wants them to look at the mound. Instead of stopping the game, what do? They bring out a bunch of kitty litter. That'll work. The base is loaded, one away. Andrew Benintendi sends a fly ball to the shallow left. Michael Saunders gets there and nope, dropped the ball. But gets the force out of the plate. Miguel Montero then realizes no one advanced to third, so he throws to third for the double play. Saunders charged with an error, but recovers to start an unusual end to the inning. It scored a 7-2-5 double play if you're scoring at home. And if you're scoring at home by watching a highlight pack, you're doing it wrong. The Jays lose this one.
You checked out Edwin Encarnacion's Cleveland Indians lately? 13 straight wins after a 14-game win streak last year. The Tribe are the first team to win more than 13 games in back-to-back seasons since the Yankees way back in 60 and 61, which was the same year our long-suffering producer Tim, became the first man in space. This is really interesting, Dan. You got to check this out. Angels and A's playing for the final time in 2017. A lot of drama here, like the behind-the-scenes drama on SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. Angels catcher Juan Graterol stares down hitter Chad Pinder. He's concerned with Pinder trying to sneak a peek at his pitch location. Went down swinging there. So we go to the second. Graterol. Back at it. Mark Canha. Graterol concerned with Canha trying to steal signs from second. Calls from time. Shares words. Little argument. The umpire's trying to calm everybody down. Fourth, Matt Chapman at the dish. Before the at-bat, defending his teammate. Laying into Graterol. Graterol doesn't like it. Graterol sounds like something that has a lot of side effects. The ump once again forced to intervene. Spent about a minute giving Chapman an earfall. And by earfall, I mean earful. Chapman wouldn't let it go. He's gone. So here comes Bob Melvin. Upset that it's his guy getting ejected and not Graterol. which could give you diarrhea. Afterward, all the talk was about the stealing signs. First seed Rafa Nadal as we head back to the U.S. Open, taking on rising star 19-year-old Andrei Rublev in the quarterfinals. Then on game point, Rublev, one of his 24 unforced errors in the first 2 sets. And he's an intense guy. A little English on that, or Spanish. Rublev, your thoughts? Mad at the shoe. You don't like that shoe. You take it out on that shoe. Rafa wins in straight sets, off to his 26th Grand Slam semi. Afterwards, spoke about Roger Federer. Or didn't. Well, he did, but we're not going to show it to you.
She wins in straight sets, 6-3, 6-3, making it 4 American women in the U.S. Open semis for the first time since 1981, the year that Jesse's Girl was a hit, which, very creepy song. He wants to tell his friend's girlfriend that he loves her.
Well,
you can catch the Venus Williams Sloane Stephens semifinal Thursday at 7 Eastern on TSN 2.
He wanted a woman like that.
But he also wanted that woman.
Well, hey, he's a man with healthy appetites.
We're set for week 1 of the NFL season next.
Do you see this team as an opportunity where you could win a cup here?
I mean, I came here to I haven't won a cup, so I'm still looking for it, and I'd love to do it with these guys right here.
What's he going to answer? No.
No, not interested in winning a cup. Well, maybe he just wants the money. As we mentioned on our first show 3 long days ago, Dan, we share our new studio with TSN legend Gino Reda.
That's Hockey began this week, which means Gino's now breathing the same air as our producer Tim. Gino, who lives here in the studio, is standing by with his thoughts.
Brutal. Tim is the worst.
Exactly.
Thanks, Gino.
Thank you, Gino, very much. Can you hang out over there, because we're going to walk over to the other side of the set. We're going to put the timer on.
No timer.
No timer? We're not doing it?
No, we're not doing it until we get a watch sponsor.
That's
Rolex.
fair. You know what? We give a couple of freebies. People know how good that timer is.
So if you've been paying attention to the show, it's a work in progress. So Monday, people were complaining our paper was too big. And then on Tuesday, people said, well, now your paper's too small. So today, what do we have now?
Troy, one of our star camera operators, is coming in with our new cards.
Okay.
And these look perfect.
So guys,
perfect size.
can we...
There it is. We have our notes on the back. This is a gag. This is a carrot top like gag.
Oh, shoot.
Tim Horton spent good money on that,
I hit our sign. Now, according to reports out of Cleveland, the Cavs are fielding calls interested in trading for that pick. So you're thinking, okay, that's a good pick. That means a good return. So there are a lot of rumors out there.
Yep.
Let's run through some of them.
Let's talk about this, Dan. First of all, someone was saying Anthony Davis, the brow. No chance. No chance.
But he's part of the rumor.
Okay.
You gotta mention it.
How about Marc Gasol? Longtime Memphis
rumor.
Grizzly. Interesting. But I gotta say, Dan, the most interesting one of all, Boogie Cousins.
That's right.
Just joined the Pellies. Imagine him on the Cavs. I mean, it would be kind of mind-blowing. It actually has us asking this question. If Boogie Cousins joined the Cavs, then what is this team? Let's take a look. What do we got?
You got LeBron James starting forward for the 2018 LA Lakers. The 2018 LA Lakers. Isaiah Thomas, the best player in the NBA to not play the first 3 months of the season.
Tristan Thompson, who placed second against Khloe Kardashian in an ab contest. J.R. Smith, who's always taking that shirt off. And he's very much J.R. Smith.
And then you got Boogie, who's also kind of J.R. Smith, all led by Ty Lue, who's assistant coach to LeBron James.
So, what is this team? I got to tell you, I hope it happens, because that sounds like a train wreck right to the finals. I think it's no coincidence that Commissioner Goodell, upon finding out that TSN had picked up the Thursday Night Football package, said, listen, let's start to get some nice matchups to lead right into SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. We want to make those guys happy.
And We didn't look at the Thursday night schedule, but producer Tim did. He said, pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, we don't
All
look
year.
ahead at any of that stuff. Now, KC New England may be the marquee quarterback showdown, but week 1 offers plenty of other quarterback matchups to keep an eye on.
The NFL is back, and Week 1 brings you the best quarterback matchups of the season. First, it's a powerhouse AFC South showdown when Blake Bortles and the Jags head to Houston to face Tom Savage and the Texans. Rivalries will be renewed when the Jets' Josh McCown faces off against Tyrod Taylor. We hope. If not, it's McCown against this guy. Then it's the battle of guys not on your fantasy team. Tolzien versus Goff. And we cap it all off with English teacher Mr. Adriano suiting up for the 49ers against depressed single dad Marty, who inexplicably gets the start for the Panthers. Bortles, Savage, McCown, question mark, Mr. Adriano, single Marty. NFL kickoff. Are you a quarterback? Call us.
I want to go to that Marty party.
Single Marty seems like a fun guy to hang out with, but a pretty depressed person overall. Dan, it's time to talk prop bets.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking gambling on this show. NFL Week 1 props. What do you like here? Goodell and Brady shaking hands before the game at 7-2? No chance.
You got the Steelers going for 2 after a first touchdown. Jets and Browns. Jets, Browns, 49ers. They all win.
58-1.
These are real.
We should throw down some scratch, some of that Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons should give us some money to place bets on their behalf. Tony Romo, of course, the new CBS #1 broadcast booth guy alongside Jim Nantz. Incorrect in his first coach's challenge. What do you think? How do you think Romo's going to do?
Well, I got some picks.
Oh, okay. Is that because it's time for your brand new segment? Dan O'Toole, Savvy Gambler. All right. This is the one.
Are we?
Over, under, missed extra points in Week 1.
Are we?
It's at 4.5. Dan, what do you think?
I take the over and everything.
And that's been... You know what, Dan? That was a pretty fun segment. But everybody's talking about our Jannies segment. We hand out the very latest Jannies next, right here on Sports Center with Jane Dan, presented by Tim Hortons. Producer Tim failed to successfully fill this show with enough content. Therefore, we create this segment, Jay and Dan's Network Time Fillers, and we begin with the World Long Drive Championship. Wes Patterson's driver snaps on the follow-through. And luckily, no one was hurt. I just sent a Snapchat. It's the West League of the day. Ian Happ routine grounded a second, and he... Look at this, Dan.
Hope he's all right.
What happens? Oh.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Oh, run. Ian Happ, worst play of the day. Good guy.
The best play of the day is the highlight of the night. U.S. Open doubles, Ottawa native, Gabriela Bobrovsky. No look, wow! It did come in a losing effort, but I think you win if you get the highlight of the night.
End zone for a Lions touchdown.
The 2016 NFL season was a special one for Dan and I, and we capped it off by watching the Pats win their 5th Super Bowl in Houston.
One problem, I didn't go to the game. I couldn't get tickets. I didn't go.
You didn't? And who was I sitting with the whole time? Whole time. Whole time. We could feed our dog nothing but Timbits.
I don't think that's a proper diet.
Freshly brewed coffee.
It's not a dog diet.
Here you are, boy. It's a double-double. Hey, the Jannies. Brand new segment. We point out things that made us laugh and made us cry. And we start with Kevin Kiermaier. Fouls one off. The guy in the Jeter jersey makes a nice catch. He is super jacked. with soft mitts.
Still has the good hands.
They say retirement changes people. I guess so.
A Jeter jersey at a Minnesota-Tampa Bay Rays game. Oakland, Justin Upton, playing left for the Angels. Loses this one in the sun and does not get it. To make matters worse, there were 2 outs, so the runner for first was on the move and he scored on the play. It's the sun. Don't look directly into it. We learned that from the eclipse last week. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
The eclipse. That was the biggest dud of the year.
Why do people care? Why?
I don't know.
I walked down the street, a lady was looking at it with glasses. She's like, you want to look? I'm like, you take. Women's doubles, Canadian Gabriela Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky or Dabrowski?
Bobrovsky.
You're off the court, Bobrovsky.
Time for 1v1. Guts. Usually they put all the words. Guts, glory, ram. But we only had guts.
Producer Tim wants us to hurry up.
Oh, they were all there? Oh, I must have blinked.
I wasn't paying attention to what you were doing. When you do your thing, I'm just over here thinking about my thing.
The challenger. Ottawa's Gabriela Dabrowski goes way up for the no-look backhand volley, and she's got to beat Kevin Pillar. He's now ruled the land for a good solid week now.
Yeah. 7-time champ.
So you go to www.tsn.ca.
On your browser.
And then the voting opens at 2 a.m. Eastern. The winner going to be revealed on Thursday's early edition of SportsCenter.
With Lindsay, the angel of destruction, Hamilton.
You blew it.
I messed up. It's Gabriela Dabrowski, not Bobrovsky. I just wanted to say Bobrovsky.
And we got the #1 pick wrong. It was the Nets pick.
It was Brooklyn.